standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and I am so glad that you guys are all with me here today, and of course, with my wingman. I know you guys know him, but I really should be polite and put the darn display names back on. There we go. There we go.
It's fine. People know who I are.
Who you are.
Oh,
How are you doing, my dear?
I'm recovering. We had an amazing celebration stream last night where you popped in for a couple minutes, and I'm just recovering. It was a good time, and I have another late night show tonight, so it'll be wild. But I'm grateful to be here, and I'm so happy you had so much fun at Universal. I hope we hear a little bit about that.
Oh, yes, I will definitely talk some about what happened at Universal last night because it was absolutely so much fun. Which is probably why I'm so extremely extremely tired today. So first of all, congrats to Culture on hitting 10K and a couple hundred to spare subscribers. So, dude, I'm so proud of you. I'm so absolutely proud of you.
I've been telling everybody I couldn't do it without you. I mean, you and I started very much at the same time. We usually are sticking out neck and neck. You're on the process of catching up with me. You blew by. I think you're where are you at now? You just you went. You just did 5,000 on your channel.
I am, I think, 85 away from 6K.
Yeah, you're closing in on that 6K number. I think you're not going to be that far behind me. You're growing like the weed. You catch me.
Well, I got somebody to catch up to. I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I had to catch you last time. It's like every once in a while. It's a little neck and neck. That's what it is usually. So
yeah, it goes in cycles. But man, couldn't ask for a better wingman and YouTube bestie to hang out with, dude. It's been like 3 years. So
yeah, Sundays are we locked into Sundays a long time ago, and it's
long time ago. Like, who's gonna be interested in a Florida show? And 3 years later, y'all are still coming, and we sure do appreciate it. Speaking of Florida, thank you, Mark Daly, for that $10 super chat. I appreciate your support of my channel. You guys, super chats, you help keep the lights on, StreamYard bill paid, butterbeer, stuff like that. It's just amazing. So thank you. Says, I almost finished with Ian and his bratty little sister Idalia shows up. Yes. For folks who are not aware, last year this time we had that really bad hurricane come through, Hurricane Ian, that was, I think it hit at like a Cat 4.
It was rough.
Something like that. It was rough.
It didn't follow the model that would have been the best for Florida. It did not
follow
that one.
No, I've been through a lot of hurricanes. I have rode through a lot of hurricanes. This one was the first one where I was just like, this is downright scary. So it looks like Idalia, who is a tropical storm right now, I think it spun off the coast of the Yucatan. So it looks like it's going to hit the Gulf Coast. I think it's looking at Tampa, around Tampa, St. Pete area. So, but that could change, and then it's gonna roll across Florida. So, keeping our eyes on to see what happens. But you're right, Mark. It's like, dang, as soon as we get done with Ian, then you have this tropical storm showing up, and depending on how long it hangs around, it can cause flooding for a lot of low-lying areas. So definitely I'm keeping my eye on the weather. We all are. Although in true Floridian style, it's like wake me up when it's like a cat 3 or something, then I, I have something to really worry about. But thank you, Mark Daly, for that $10 super chat. I sure do appreciate that. So many of you guys in here. I see you starting to get in here. So why don't I get with the welcomes real quick before I give you guys a little bit of a lowdown on what happened at Universal Orlando last night, and before we get into our main fun topic. And I've got a little poll up there, just kind of a fun, interesting poll. So it's keep that in mind. Make sure you vote in the poll, and make sure you hit like on this stream too. Let's see. Mark Daly says I would be fine with an invasive species invasive species. I can talk tonight. That got rid of mosquitoes, palmetto bugs, and or the alligators. Oh, that would be great. I will say, since Professor X does not have mice to chase and the lizards don't get in the house, every once a month when the lawn guy comes around and starts trimming around the palmetto trees, because I have lots of them around my house, guess who decides to try to make their house my house? Yeah. And how did I know that? Because I found one half dead on its back in the kitchen, and guess who brought it there?
Oh, Professor X.
Yes, Professor X. Yes. Yeah. I had to say, all right, good kitty. All right. But apparently, from what people have told me, native Floridians are like, yeah, the cats hear those bugs all the time. So when you see them and they're on their back, they did not naturally get there. Somebody put it there, most likely. Your cat did.
Yeah.
Pulling its legs off so it can't move. It likes to play with them before they kill it. So yeah, I'm like, that's so gross. Space Dave 2000 for $2 Canadian. Thank you so very much. I'm gonna get to meet him actually on Tuesday down at Universal. Says, wait, we're gonna get stuck here. Nah, you are not going to you're not going to get stuck here. It's a tropical storm. It's not really a big deal. The tourists kind of get wound up, but Floridians are kind of like, what? We're just pissed Publix isn't making hurricane cakes anymore. Yes, thank you to all the Karens who complained, about it. Now Publix doesn't do hurricane cakes anymore, but no more emotional support animals allowed in public. So checkmate. Yeah. You should see the people who bring the quote unquote support animals into Publix, like little toy dogs, stuff that it is not an assistance animal at all. They just have it in there. It's just like, okay, it's not a pet store. Not a pet store. But you'll do fine, Space Dave 2000. Not a problem. Not a problem. Probably just going to rain a lot. And Lonnie Holcomb for $5. Thank you so very much. Says, howdy, folks. Yep, Idalia is aimed on a line from Tampa to Slocala. Hunker down. Yes, if you are in a flood-prone area, I highly suggest getting some sandbags. Yeah. Definitely want to do that. So thank you, Lonnie, for that $5 super chat. I sure do appreciate that. Let's see who else we got in the chat before we get to step in here. Let's see. We have got so many in here. I love it. Jeremy Oza says palmetto bugs, definitely. Yeah. They fly.
Yeah.
They fly.
Yeah.
They fly.
Yeah, they fly now.
I mean, it's bad enough as a Floridian, you have to get, fire ant granules and everything.
Yeah.
But if you go to the pest control section in any store, you have to actually say, do you have the large roach traps?
Oh, boy.
The palmetto bug roach traps.
Yeah.
They're prominently displayed. Yeah. It's like, shoot. Doesn't matter how clean your house is. Okay. When it comes to
It doesn't have
palmetto bugs.
anything to do with that. That's the thing. The palmetto bugs are just there. They're just
Yeah.
there.
They're just disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we lost my house for right now. We're going to roll up in yours. Unless there's a cat. Bleep around and find out. Hey, Andy Morrow from all the way over there in the UK says, hi, everyone. But hello. Good to see you. Culture saying hi to all our friends here in the chat, because in this show, you guys are a big part of this show. Real.
Indeed.
We've got Alan in the chat, says greetings programs, or greetings. Hello. We got Steve Kenobi in the chat saying, hi there, Lorena and company. I hope you are all well today. Doing great. No thunderstorms today, but tropical storm coming through in about a day or so. So
there you go.
It's actually been a very, very nice day today. Rachel Castro says, hi, Reina Creole. Well, hello to you. I don't think I've seen you in my chat before. So welcome. Glad that you are here. And we've got Goof435 says, hey there. Well, hey, Goof435. We got Keely Chow in the chat says, hey, everybody. Of course, hey, everybody. And Roll Tide. Yes. Dylan C in the chat says, woo, stream time. Hey, Lorena, hey, culture. Well, hello. Got Meg B in the chat. Hello, my dear. I see ya. And that lovely avatar, that lovely family in it. We've got Thanatos Felicitas here. Says, hello, everyone. And he says, I was in Florida recently. Bucky's brisket was so good.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing like brisket from Bucky's. Oh, that's why I love it when they sing the song when the fresh brisket comes out on the board.
That's right.
Oh, yes. Love that place. Dave Cable says, hey, Lorena and culture. Well, hello to you. And we got Darth Plato in the chat. Says, hey, gang. Well, hello, and good to see you here too, my dear.
Yeah.
Let's see. Steve Kenobi says, should have had Teresa on since she's the one who got you going. Which one? Is that for me or is that for culture? I need context.
Oh, no, I tried to have Teresa on my show last night, Steve. I really did. She was, and I agree. I think if you can get Teresa on your show, Lorena, she got you and I and so many people started. Yeah, Miss Martin Muses. Oh, yes, delightful. I agree with you. I tried to have her on my show. Yeah, she was otherwise committed last night. So yeah.
Okay. Well, I got the sixth one coming along, so I'll have to ping her. It's like when you have these like celebrations, sometimes it's tough because you're trying to, at least I do, and culture kind of speak to this as well. You're kind of trying to balance between the folks you need to bring on because they've been with you, balanced with people who you want to give more exposure to.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough, but yeah, I will put a pin in there for Teresa for the next one. So thank you, Steve. Let's see. Vulcan Lives is here. Says, good evening, everyone. Well, good evening, Vulcan Lives. So glad you're here with us. Can't wait to see what culture does when he hits 100K. I can't wait.
Oh, I don't know.
I cannot wait. It's gonna be flipping awesome. I have to do the kimono stream at 6K.
I know. And it's coming up. We're coming up on it. If you're not subscribed to this channel, then you're watching this right now, and you want to see the ever lovely Lorena Creole rocking a kimono, I say to you, subscribe. She's 85 away. She's going to catch me, and then she's going to go by me, and then this is what happens.
Yeah, we just kind of, we're kind of, back forth. Hey, how you doing? Black Superwoman says Florida made. Yes, thank you. I'm inside, so it's behaving. I go outside and be like, it'll say, free me. Bonzo Kilborn, hello, says Lorena Creole. You are looking especially radiant this evening. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. I
Mm.
appreciate that. Appreciate the compliment. And thank you, Scott Westbrook. Glad to see you here. Says Michael was that way for me. We lost 5 trees.
Oh boy. No bueno.
Losing 5 trees. That's just
It's a bummer.
it's sad because you really depend on your trees, especially here. Because
Yeah.
it's so darn hot here, so losing trees, don't want to. I'm so glad to hear that, but very glad that you donated 5 memberships, so thank you so very much for that, folks. If you make sure you're opted in for memberships, because you know what, if you have a membership to my channel, you never know what additional goodies I'll drop, like having a live watch party for Ahsoka,
Ahsoka.
where we all get to see it. Yeah.
And you all get to be disappointed.
Yes, and we turn it into an MST3K
There you go.
session, and it's
There
just
you go.
so. if you are a channel member, you gotta check that out. It's, if you want a taste of what that is, go watch the review video that I put up for Ahsoka, and just watch the comments that came in from all the members. It was freaking glorious. Oh, hey, Soul Assassin says, hi, everybody. It looks like my area of Texas might get some rain finally. All right. Well, good. Very good.
Awesome.
Very, very good. Florida juts out like Italy. Granted, Mediterranean is more temperate. Yeah, it is. The Mediterranean is more temperate. I'm going to have to get into this history a little bit later on, but there was an Englishman last name Turnbull. And when the British took over St. Augustine, because there was a dearth of labor, so to speak, and slaves were expensive, he had Menorcans brought in to St. Augustine, and a lot of them died of disease, mistreatment, and malnutrition. And it was very hard for them to adjust to the temperature here, because it's so much more extreme than a Mediterranean. So I'll have to talk about that one day, because it is a very, very interesting story. A sad story too, but triumphant, because there are a lot of Menorcan descendants that are in Florida because of that. And there's actually a Greek Orthodox mission in St. Augustine as well, from way, yeah. It's amazing how cosmopolitan that city was before it was an in thing. Cats and their unwanted gifts, yeah, especially Professor X.
We call those murder presents.
Yes, they are
Murder
presents, pretty much.
Yeah.
But they're predators. They're predators. And now Professor X has to go out on the porch to, sit up on things and give threatening looks and stalk things and stuff like that. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Jesus Davia, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships to the channel. I so appreciate it. Oh, so much to share with you guys. So I'm so glad. I've got so many things in store for you guys as channel members. If you're Mediana Mafia or higher, I did like a B-roll stroll through one of the scare zones at Universal Orlando that they're putting together for Halloween Horror Night. So you got to kind of see where it is. And I showed you where people are most likely to jump out at you too. So go and check that out. Let's see. I think I got everybody. Yeah, as long as they don't fall on your house. Let's see. We got Jim Watari here. Hello. Good to see you. We got Dengar Renegade says, sup. He's still traumatized by the stream.
Oh boy.
Hey, Prismatics. Hey, how you doing? Good to
What's
see you.
up?
Good to
Good to
see
see you.
you.
Yeah.
To see you. Uh, you know what? It was probably some Northern Karen who's probably like, "Why are you making fun of such a natural disaster? You could hurt people." Or probably one of those Karens who was holding like a support chinchilla or something like that in Publix. Now you can't bring it in anymore. Set some ground rules. No guest victims in the house. He's been doing it for so long. And he got taught by an old lady cat. So he's a good student. Let's see. Irate Specialist is here. I love seeing all you guys here. 37 you guys here in the chat. I'm glad you guys like my hair. Thank you. Thank you. Alan Copeland is in the chat. Video James NZ, I believe that's New Zealand. So welcome. Says, oh man, I love that show. Yeah, MST3K. That show was so darn funny. First time I saw it, I just the bad movies that I've seen.
Although Video James could also be referring to the show that we have in our thumbnail today.
Killing it, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that because I binged about 5 episodes of that from the beginning. I'm telling you, you watch this show, you are just in stitches watching killing it. So we're going to talk about that too as well. No support, no more support. Sandhill Crank. No, those are so honorary. Just no. They probably stalk the Karens. They probably do. Yeah, we'll have to make our own hurricane cakes. Yep, we can do that. We'll look at Instagram, and that's where they will be. And Soul Assassin says, legit, Lorena's Star Wars review streams are a riot. Go watch her Book of Boba Fett ones for some laughs. Oh, that was bad.
That's right.
It was so bad. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. So bad. Well, all you guys becoming members Tuesday, 8:55 p.m. Watch the community tab on my channel. I drop a link for the StreamYard webinar, and I also drop a video that announces that, guess what? We're getting ready to start the webinar. So all that information is there. You don't have to bring anything. You don't need to be a Disney Minus subscriber. Just bring your lunch and your best, dinner, lunch, snacks. Best popcorn, roasting lines. That's
popcorn,
for sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Girl, yes, I got my fried chicken yesterday. I got my fried chicken yesterday.
I miss Publix fried chicken.
Miss Publix fried chicken. Oh, it is it's so cool. I flipping love it. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to make sure I have the right. Do I have the right X screen? Okay, I do. Okay. All right. Well, all you folks in here watching, we're gonna first I'm gonna, in the interest of time, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the Universal Orlando Pass Holder Night. So for those of you who do not know, before the pandemic popped off, Universal Orlando would have a annual pass holder appreciation night. So what that is they let the pass holders stay in Islands of Adventure from 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. just for pass holders. Special photo ops. There's DJ music all over the place. That's there. There's stuff that they give away in the pass holder lounge. There's special food items that pass holders can get, and most importantly, lower weights on rides. So this happened on Saturday. I think they announced it via Twitter for the registration signups, and a lot of people missed out. Well, apparently there was a standby line where they still let you in on Friday on Saturday night. So once all the people get out of the park, they give you blue band and everything, and they've got team members going through, making sure you have your band, that you're there. The team members are very much like, yes, we're so glad you're here. They have shirts on that says we love our pass holders. Hagrid's, that's always going to be jacked up. It just is, with how many people waiting. But if you saw my stream last night, took us 5 minutes to get on Spider-Man, 10 minutes to get on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. It took us longer to get through the queue than to get to like the ride. So I got to show you guys all of that stuff. But lines are short, again, except for Hagrid's, because just, a lot of people want to get on Hagrid's, but literally walk-ons for stuff. Lots of entertainment. They had the characters out there. The Who's were out there. They even had King Julian from Madagascar out there dancing a Dua Lipa. It was just so cool with how many photo ops and stuff that was out there. Yes, that's right. Don't be a passhole. It was so fun. I wish Disney could do that, but
They
could
used
they
to.
imagine letting us in there for free 4 hours?
They used to.
Really?
Okay, so I was a Disneyland and Disney World pass holder for a very long time. I had the 2 park passes and all of that, and there were always some special events. Some of them were ticketed, some of them were just limited events, the first come first serve, ticket things. Sometimes those limited event parties that they charged for, they were a reasonable price. They were a lot of fun. You got to spend 4 to 6 hours in the park until well after, the wee hours in the morning.
Oh,
But sometimes they
man.
gifted that opportunity to a rare number, and those people would get an opportunity to go. It was a ticketed event, but you didn't pay for it. And that's gone now. They haven't done that in forever. And the opportunity to do that, it seems like is something that should just be a fait accompli. It should be something that's offered as like, you know what, you're wonderful. We love you. We know we're going to sell more food and beverages, so we can leave the park open for a few more hours and have a great time. And look at that party. You look at how much fun they're having.
It was so much flipping fun. And there were more than one like DJ booths at DJ truck. Yeah, truck DJ, what Black Superwoman just said. They had several of them out there around the park. The music was piped up. You get photo ops, like a frame that said, Universal Orlando pass holder night. So I know they had one that was in front of the Jurassic Park truck. So people got to check that out. There is, I'm going to blow this up a little bit. So do not want to get freaking copyright claimed. However, so we had people up on stilts that were there. This was the Coca-Cola, I'll call it the Coca-Cola open bar. So they had like these little tables there with the glow lights on it. They had, refreshment stand where you could get Fanta strawberry and Fanta orange. I'm pissed I missed that part, but it was so cool. This is outside of Mythos. So it's like walking in a club when you walk, when you go through there. And it was just people were having so much fun. Team members were coming through, making sure people were having fun. And it was just great. So they had a little bit of an issue with IT in the beginning. Things were kind of slow, but they fixed itself, and people were just happy. They were just happy, having a great time. You had a lot of shut up and take my money type of moments because of the food offerings and things that they had there, but it was a great time. So again, you can see my live stream from Saturday night to see what this event is like. So I think there's pass holder days that's going on through the end of this month. They do it every year as pass holder appreciation, but this is the first year they brought back the annual pass holder night. So definitely a perk, and got to see Dadman and Aang there for this as well. So Definitely check it out if you get a chance. So we have got 36 people in here. So why don't we just go ahead and go to the fun with my boy? Oh my God, it's Wix.
Definitely hating on you, but only in Florida, and I got it on my flip phone. Trying to catch me riding. I wonder if you go to public. Hey, let me get a ride. What's going on out here?
That is a frog riding a python.
Only in Florida, and I got it on my flip phone. Trying to catch me riding. I wonder if you go to public. Hey, let me get a ride.
Hey, Demonjanai, good to see you, my dear.
Wow.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hey, Demonjanai.
Say hated culture. And yes, of course, flip phone activated, folks. This, of course, is Oh My God, it's Wix. But what he is showing us is definitely something we've talked about on the show repeatedly, and that is the Python invasion that we have going on in the state of Florida. Now, pythons are not native to Florida. Yeah, the frog Uber.
Proceed to the route.
They're not native. People have gotten them as exotic pets in South Florida. And when they were little, of course, it was great, but they got big. They're dangerous. They have no natural predators. And they thrive in the Everglades because they can just take over the ecosystem, which they do.
They do.
So in order to combat the problem, so to speak, it's a living speed bump. And I hear you, Black Superwoman. Oh, hell no. But here in Florida, every year there is a sanctioned Florida Python Challenge where you get to hunt down pythons, $10,000 ultimate prize. You also get prize money based on the length and feet of the pythons that you catch. And it is indeed a thing. It is a thing every year. Of course, there's DeSantis, of course, with some with Florida FWC, the people you call when you find a nuisance gator in your yard besides the cops. A snake will make a nice purse, wallet, and shoes. Well, there's one lady, and we'll actually get to her in a little bit. She makes Apple Watch straps out of the pythons that she catches. Yeah, so I'm going to show you. In Florida, it's never an invasive species. It's actually a new grill item. And funny you should mention that because culture, we've talked about how they're trying to encourage people to eat python.
Yeah. Yeah, they're literally trying to get rid of them, and for good reason. I mean, they really do have major league effects on the environment. I mean, there are no natural predators, therefore it's the apex predator, in its class, and it literally takes out everything other animals eat. Like, it's insane.
I still think they're good for target practice. Hey, D Nice Gamer, Lorena, I have had it with these MFing snakes on this MFing plane. I tried watching that and I fell asleep. I was just tired, I think, but it was so cheesy. Tastes like chicken. I bet it does, especially if you brine it in some buttermilk.
Did you say you fell asleep with snakes on a plane?
I did. I was exhausted.
Okay.
Not because I was bored. I've fallen asleep on horror movies, dude. I don't know why. I could just fall asleep on some films if I'm really, really, really tired. Irate Specialist says, I want one. Oh, the Python Apple Watch strip. Well, I'll show you about that. Commander Tracker Shadow says, oh, look, pre-cowboy boots, wallets, belts, high heels, and purses crossing the roads. Oh, yeah. mean, that's what we do with gators if you're sanctioned. Well, back in the day when they didn't have that, I had relatives who would do that. You know, deep fried python with a side of slaw and mac and cheese. I bet you that's on the menu at Corky Bell's in Palaca. Because you can get gator nuggets. You can get gator nuggets there too. We're gonna show you irate specialists because they're actually pretty cool looking. You did Thanatos? Man, concerts really loud. Sounds like the gypsy moth invasion in Massachusetts. Yeah, except for with these pythons, gypsy moths don't make off with your pets and stuff like that. But speaking of the python hunt, have any of you happened to catch this show here? I might get claimed, but I'm gonna run it away. Called Killing It. It is a Peacock original show, and it is absolutely flippin' hilarious. This guy, and he's a single dad. He is trying to, get money to fund his idea to, distribute salt palmetto. So he's got this dream. He keeps pitching it to people, and banks are turning him down. And he's got a brother that's into illegal stuff, and he's just like, no, I want to make my money legally. And he happens to take an Uber to go meet somebody at this parcel, out in Everglades to explain his idea. And he meets this lady right here who is actually Australian, and she's driving him right to where he has to go. And then all of a sudden she looks out and she says, wait, I got to stop the car. So she stops the car. She gets out. And all you see is she's got like this spear and she's like stabbing something. And Craig Robinson thinks that she's killing somebody, and she pulls out this huge python. She's like, no, state of Florida pays me to get this during the gator hunt, the python hunt. And he's like, this is for real. And she's like, yeah. So she's in the pamphlet and everything. So this whole show is around the very, very real and hilarious hustle that goes on with trying to get all the pythons during python season. There's so much Florida man stuff in here. I mean, it is absolutely hilarious, like Parks and Rec style. I think they were in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I watched a couple episodes of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which was absolutely hilarious. I will probably get claimed, but hey, I hardly ever get these streams monetized anyway, considering what we talk about. So it's like the Hunger Games. Yeah, it kind of is. Kind of is. So I'm gonna let you guys watch the trailer. It's in its second season, but I just started watching it literally the first 5 minutes of the show is what the is.
Craig, wow, I barely recognize you out of your guard uniform.
I need $20,000 for a down payment on a piece of swampland.
Are you applying for a loan?
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for Black people. It's important you know that, because I can't give you a loan.
I worked on that presentation for over a year.
This is your life, Gregory. You got to take action.
I don't have much right now. I have no car.
Call
No.
the fire department.
My home is a 24-hour gym.
He's living at the 24-hour fitness place.
Marco,
I got offered a new job in Columbus, Ohio.
you're not taking my daughter to Columbus. They don't even have a sports team.
They have the Blue Jackets.
You are not making my daughter a hockey fan. Doing the right thing is never a mistake. I believe in karma.
What about Nemo's mom and Finding Nemo? You think she got what was coming to her?
We don't know what Nemo's mom did before the movie started. We don't know how she was.
You don't have to worry. I'm not one of those weird Uber drivers that doesn't talk. Oh,
Yeah, so she stopped the
sorry, I
car.
just have to do one thing.
What's that
Yeah.
for?
Hammering. Would you mind sliding down a tad?
No! No!
So, you're probably wondering about the snake.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm wondering about.
Burmese pythons eat everything. It's an ecological disaster. So the
Mhm.
state pays for every dead python we bring in.
Whoever gets the most snakes wins $20,000.
Would you want to team up? I'm tough. Don't you hear my rugged Australian accent?
Okay.
You need a team. You need someone to grab and someone to kill it.
Are you okay?
I nailed the snake to my hand.
At least you didn't feel any pain.
Because there's a certain way that you're allowed to kill the snake.
There is some very intense competition. Look at this old timer.
Fly just landed on his eye.
It's a hunting technique. Any second he's going to snatch her out of the air.
That guy's so old, insects think he's dead.
This show
Bother the
is
bugs.
freaking hilarious.
Wow. I may have
dressed
to
as-
watch that now.
He's dressed as Blade hunting pythons. Definitely gonna check this show out. Yeah, it is. It's just freaking hilarious. It's hilarious. All I'm gonna say is watch out for the falling iguanas. It is set in Miami-Dade. So yeah. So you'll see about the falling iguanas, and every single just Florida man stereotype is in this, and it's okay. It is raunchy. I will tell you, don't let your kids sit and watch this, but it is absolute 100% freaking fun. Fun. I haven't laughed so hard at a show like this in a long time, and we can live stream you killing pythons. I would do it, actually. I really did. Long as I got trained the right way about how to bag these pythons. So let's see. I'm going to show you guys this one too. So here's one. Stop. Grab it. Gotta go there. Gotta grab it. Good job. Watch the head. Oh, that's a little. Ooh. Watch the head. Watch the head, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Stop. I know. What the hell? Yeah. Oh my goodness. Careful. It's like, what the hell? Yeah. They are nothing to mess with. Yes, we mean Wesley Snipes as Blade, of course. Not worried about pythons. They're not venomous or rattlers like Miami lawyers. But for real, Florida teen participating in Florida Python Challenge nabs massive 15-foot python in the Everglades.
Wow.
That
Goodness.
would not be me. No.
Yeah, I mean, and they're heavy. That's the other thing. They're just like heavy. Muscle machine.
Mm-hmm. They like to fall on you.
Yeah.
And then coil up around you, you know. Is she holding a baby while filming that? I think she was in the car. Because they're probably driving on Alligator Alley. That's from Naples to Miami. You're gonna cross the Everglades. Yeah. When you're in rural Florida, you will see all kinds of crazy-ish come out of the woods. I've seen wild boars, bobcats, panthers, eagles, turkey buzzards. That was just nuts. People in Florida on that cray. They're thinking about that $20,000. Granted, it's not for everybody, but for Florida, man, it's like, hey, I can make that much money. I'll go for it. Yeah, we'll go for it. So Fort Myers, a Florida teenager's first time participating in the Florida Python Challenge, which is now closed now, has secured his place in python catching history after he helped reel in one of the largest pythons encountered recently. When he visited the Everglades National Park with his team, because this is a team, you cannot really do this by yourself. If you do, shoot, you gangster, but you do need a couple of people. 18-year-old Jack Cronin caught a python measuring 15 feet in length and weighing nearly 100 pounds as he embarked on a mission to catch the largest python. Colossal python stretching longer than an SUV was a sight to behold for Cronin and his crew. The daring python hunter shared his exhilarating experience. We go over there and there's just a snake's head sitting there the size of my head. And I shine the flashlight back through the woods and see the body, and I couldn't even see the end of it. Ooh, we got video.
And now python hunters
Oh, boy.
a big swamp.
Woo!
A team gaining bragging rights after landing a colossal catch there.
I mean, that is an understatement. It was the first time taking part in the Florida Python Challenge.
Wow.
Check it out.
Right now, go.
Yes!
Well done, Jackie boy.
I was like, that's a big snake.
Longer than an SUV and weighing nearly 100 pounds, this massive python would be problematic for any experienced hunter. But the one on your screen battling this invasive reptile is a rookie.
That was my first python I've ever
That's
jumped on.
what cracks
I
me
caught
up.
little
This
snakes.
is his
That was my
first one.
That was my first python I'd ever seen.
18-year-old Jack Cronin says python hunting has always been on his bucket list. When he made his first trip to the Everglades National Park near Naples Sunday night, the recent high school grad found a big needle and an even bigger haystack.
And we go over, and there's a snake's head just sitting there the size of my head. And I shine back in the woods where the rest of its body was, and I didn't even see the end of it.
So what does an 18-year-old do in this case?
Oh my God! This is big!
Or in this slightly more terrifying situation? Well, if you're Cronin,
I'm like, of course I want to jump on it. So I jumped on it, grabbed its head, and then the thing started going nuts, and it would turn into a wrestling match.
despite the mega size advantage, 5'10" Cronin was able to wrangle this 15-foot, 6-inch invasive snake.
Man, it's an adrenaline rush like no other.
The crew just missed the weigh-in for the Florida Python Challenge by about 5 hours. So even though this 15-footer isn't turning into green,
and we'll definitely be back out there trying to get another big mama.
Oh, that's
he
messed
said
up.
That was pretty
these
sad.
snakes, that they would have won the tournament for sure, but again, they missed the deadline.
Are we sure he's 18? You know what? He's probably from one of those rural Florida counties where, you know, you hunt all the time. So he was probably training for this, but man, just missed it by 5 hours. Dang. Only Florida man wrestles snakes. Well, Australia man too, right? Yeah. Well, we are the Australia of Florida. That's for sure. Oh man, that is well. Kudos to that young man. Kudos definitely to him. But if you think that's something else, shocking video: 5-foot alligator found inside Burmese python in Florida. Let me read it for you again. 5-foot alligator found inside Burmese python in Florida. So if you're wondering what happens, gator versus python, if you're a little underweight as a gator, you may not want to be around any of these. So apparently, let's look at the video because we got video on this one. Why do I not have volume? I should have volume on this. But anyway, let's see. You guys see that, right? You see that? in the darn Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
The snake swallowed the gator. That's
Yes.
amazing.
Wow. And that's that's what I'm thinking. Whoa. Okay, so I guess this is before they split it open, because it's obviously your regular python does not look like this when you catch it, but I say let them stay if they take out the gators. Well, yeah, this one was small. So this one looks like it's probably between 5 and 7 years old if I go by what I've seen at Gatorland. So they're the nuisance ones that you can not that it's recommended.
Wow.
You probably could corral it, yourself, so it's not let's put it this way, it's not the 12 to 15 to 18 foot gators that are really wide like this. So yeah, it was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Alan says snake and gator boots, 2 for 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Dang.
That's so freaky. Oh my gosh. That is nuts. That is nuts. Poor guy. Poor guy. Is that gator still alive? No. Nope. Because pythons suffocate you first. That's why they coil around you. They suffocate you. And they didn't eat you. So, that gator wasn't going to be coming back from this. Eliminate gators and snakes. In my opinion, they've had their chance. Not to gross y'all out, but I will. I have heard stories of like some kids that wind up missing, like in Asia, and they cut open a python, and there it is. So Cavitano says, what is it in the Mekong River in Southeast Asia that makes animals grow huge? Know about catfish and now python? I don't know. But I guess they have their natural predators over there, because here they're a nuisance. They're an absolute nuisance. So here's another one for you. Snake hunters in Florida find massive 104-pound Burmese python near Big Cypress National Preserve. So this was from last year. Oh, come on. Am I not getting video now? Y'all suck. Let's refresh.
Many college students likely imagine ending their summers on a wild note. John had a bit of a different idea of what that means.
Dang.
Last week, incoming Rollins College senior Josh Lakis met up with 2 python hunters in the Big Cypress Natural Preserve in South Florida. They had one goal in mind, capturing a python, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh my God!
It took them nearly 10 minutes to reel in this 18-foot, 104-pound massive critter.
Wow.
So immediately as we spotted it, we all screamed, jump out of the car. Steve grabbed the head of the snake, Jake grabbed the tail, I grabbed the body.
Josh, who's from Trinidad and Tobago, caught snakes with his friends growing up, but nothing as big as a Burmese python.
Good gravy.
Look how big your hand is on her. She's a monster.
Wow. Yeah. He says he had no clue about the Florida Python Challenge going on right now in the Everglades. He was really just chasing the thrill.
So I'm really into extreme sports, skydiving, base jumping, paragliding, anything that could give me a scare. When I heard they had such a big animal here in Florida, and I already enjoy catching snakes, even if they're a lot smaller, I thought that that was something that could be really exciting.
Now, in order for that snake to have counted towards the challenge, they would have had to register.
Ah, shoot. Okay. All right. So, folks, if you're going on a python hunt, you do have to register. And they show that in the first episode of Killing It too, where he goes to register to as a python hunter. Hey, Beebs, how you doing? Says, hey guys, what's going on? Well, we are talking the python hunt in Florida, which just wrapped up, showing some python stories and talking about the Peacock show Killing It, which is flipping hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's too much. It's funny. It's funny. You guys will have to let me know if you want me to do a watch party for the first pilot episode of Killing It. Because it's too funny. No, they are not pets, but they brought them in as people brought them in as exotic pets. You know, they're cute when they're little, but when they start eating your pets, your other pets and everything, and are a threat, they let them go out in the Everglades.
Yeah.
Small Time Republic says people will do anything if there's a competition, especially when there's money involved.
Yeah.
And this is a very competitive thing because year round, there's only a limited number of people who are authorized to hunt pythons. But when the Python Challenge shows up, long as you register and you kill the python in the manner that they say, humane, you can get money. And people are not kidding when it comes to this stuff. I don't know if I want to move to Florida. It's dangerous over there. Oh, that's the extreme south, and it's in the Everglades. That's, where they hang out at. I've rarely seen, some of them have come into houses in South Florida, but very rarely. They're usually all out there in the Everglades. Hey, Andy Masterson says, culture, now that you're clothed, get on that project.
Wow.
You see, Michael Jackson got rid of his python when it tried to squeeze him. Yeah, he did have a pet python. I remember that. I don't get it. I'm like, I do not want anything like that freaking near me. And hey, Beams, thank you so much for that $5 super chat. I appreciate that so much, my dear. It says, hi, friends. The Python Challenge, is that a YouTube fad or a Florida thing? Well, my dear, it is a bona fide Florida thing.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the state of Florida, the Fish and Wildlife Commission. They just wrapped up the 2023 competition. 10,000 ultimate grand prize. I think 6,000 for runner up. But hey, if you missed the 2023 event, here's a toolkit for what you need for next year. Read the rules. You got to take the online required training, and you have to register. Do all this stuff. There's optional training videos. Is there really an optional training video? Ooh. Let's see. Looking for pythons.
Pythons are not the easiest animals to find. This well-camouflaged and secretive species is able to blend perfectly into the environment.
Oh, okay. So, Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission apparently has a YouTube page. I'll drop that link in the description box so you guys can check it out. But yes, it is a real thing. It is for real. And you can join the 2024 challenge as a sponsor. So might want to check that out for those of you who are indeed interested. Hey, Stunt Rat 777 says, "Hi, Miss Lorena and our Chippendale culture hugs. So good
Thank
to
you.
see you, Stunt Rat
Thank you, Stunt
777.
Brat. Yeah,
Hope
last
you're
night was
doing
fun.
good, my
Oh,
dear.
my.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the replay because
You don't have to.
Which
You
one?
really
No, I don't.
don't have to. Nah.
I should have had that on while I was cleaning today instead of The Flash.
Oh, you watched The Flash?
On HBO Max, yes.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry.
And yeah, I'm just like I should have just watched another rerun of 90 Day Fiance. I really should have. Would have had more fun. So thank you so much, Memes of Destruction. Yes, it is a real thing. And speaking of it being a real thing, my office is the Everglades. Florida woman gave up real estate job to hunt Burmese pythons. She is for real. Believe her name is Amy, and she is a professional python hunter. That's her. And remember how I told you guys she's got a store? I'm going to show you. Look at these Apple Watch straps, bands made from invasive python. I do like that blue though. That blue looks pretty good.
It does look neat, really.
Look at that. It looks beautiful. Dyed beautifully. You can get a purple one, purple leather band. You can get the Apple Watch. She got a couple bold pattern. I guess depending on the type of snake that she type of python that she caught. Check it out. Yeah. So that's where she can get them. No wonder the mob like Florida, lots of places to hide bodies. Oh, yeah, especially the Everglades, Black Sheep woman. Lots of places to hide bodies and for nature to take away the evidence. Because I don't know if you've seen CSI, sometimes when they find animals like alligators and stuff, they'll cut them open because sometimes they have body parts in them. So yeah. I think we saw that in Miami Vice too. They took the bodies and they did it in CSI too. They dumped the bodies in the Everglades because nobody's really going out there until it shows up, out of somewhere. There it is. But yep, that's Miss Amy, and she is one who has a license to actually hunt pythons year round. That's what they call her. So man. Will no one think of these poor pythons?
They're fun.
Yeah. They take them out. It's very humane how they take them out. Kind of like how you put a lobster out of its misery before you boil it. Kind of like that, Snap spinal cord, you're good. So if you are interested, Miss Amy has a YouTube channel, which I plan to be watching a lot of.
Wow.
To see how she catches these things. So if you look at her bio here, she says invasive pythons are destroying Florida's ecosystem. That is true. They're not supposed to be here. They have no predators, and they have eaten 98% of the animals in parts of the Everglades. The only way to stop them is by hunting them. Live capture and American Veterinary Association approved euthanasia methods. That is important. So you have to kill them that particular way. You can't, set them on fire. You can't poison them. You can't skin them alive. Can't do that. Can't do that. One shot to the dome, or that spinal cord spinal cord on them.
Yep.
Real estate women reminds me of that airplane women. That MF and snake is not real.
There you go. That was a crazy lady.
Boil it alive. I don't think there's a pot big enough for these big boa constrictors, but I have done that with a lobster, though. I have done that. Did you ever see a show on A&E?
Yeah, the Glades.
Glades, yes.
Yeah.
I love the Glades.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I like that actor in there too.
Yeah, he was really good.
Big, strong, blonde guy.
He was really good. I'm blanking on his name though, but I liked him. Yes, Bonzo Kilborn, you can eat python. In South Florida, they are trying to get restaurants to put python on the menu. It's the same kind of meat in a way that that gator is. You're gonna have to brine that sucker, but once you do and you fry it, it's so good. Oh my gosh. Haven't had python, but I have had gator tail. It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Delicious. Let's see. Black Superwoman says people in Louisiana always talking about something tastes like chicken. Sure. I know frog legs don't, and I don't want to find out either. I'm not eating that. Matt Passmore. Okay. Thank you, Mark Daly. Yeah.
Thank you. Well
he
done.
was great. Thank you. So yeah, the Glades is another Florida show to watch. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you, my dear. Waving and with that lovely, lovely, lovely rose you got with you. So good to see you here, my dear. And the great one is here. It says the Glades was great. I was not happy it ended up canceled on a cliffhanger. Yeah. I didn't like the cliffhanger either, but the Glades, I was there for every episode. Every episode. I love that. So yeah, this is Miss Amy's channel, Python Huntress Amy Siwe. I probably said that wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, check out her channel. I will drop the link to her channel in the description box as well, so you can check out her page. Also, there will be a link to the official Florida Python hunt as well. So you guys can go there and check it out. And of course, watch the instructional videos on how to catch pythons as well, so you guys can go and check that out. And of course, definitely do check out this show, Killing It. It is, man, it's stupid fun. But it's a very good show. Great ensemble cast. Kind of reminds me of My Name is Earl in a way of how they do the comedy in this. But yeah, you watch this show, you watch the Welcome to Florida show, you will love Killing It. Absolutely hilarious. So to wrap things up, we're going to go python hunting with Warren Sapp. You guys know who Warren Sapp is? Football player. I believe he used to play for Tampa Bay. But apparently, they've got him out here.
Oh, wow. That pupper's got it.
That is a big, healthy snake, y'all. Yes, sir. She's on the run now. You can definitely get her right now. Yeah, there's your two. Right in that grass. I'll keep her kind of focused on me. There it is.
Get it.
What a grab, folks. Yes, sir. Went in for the dive. Woo! Just sitting everywhere. Yes, sir. That's the smell of success.
Yeah, he played for Tampa Bay.
See, that's when you grab all the weeds and everything.
Hey, that's it. Commit to it. Woo! Yes, sir. Spicy.
Wow. I can totally believe football players chasing down pythons.
I'm sure they all love it too. That's crazy.
We need a Madden play-by-play to the catch. Yeah, I know about that, Bonzo Kilborn. I do know about that. Thomas Bowman says, I feel cheated. We only have feral hogs to deal with in Oregon.
There you go.
We have them basically pinned in 3 counties. The state has decided they are unregulated game animals, hunting all the time.
Yep. Yeah. There's islands in Hawaii where there's all kinds of hunting for things that have been running around wild for a bit. So
wow. Irate Specialist says, how many of y'all in the chat want to see Lorena do this next year? Huh. I need to get my cardio stamina back up. So
I think it'd be amazing. I'd watch that.
I think it would be fun, long as I got my particular crew with me to go out and chase pythons. Dave Gable says live stream it. I would need a GoPro for that because I need 2 hands full, 2 hands free in order to hunt pythons.
A couple of GoPros. Put one on the shoulder, one on your chest. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, Lorena, do it. Great one is here. Live 10K celebrations. Lorena python hunting.
I am with Great One on this. I am.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea. I want some really, really good camo for that too. Dave Cable says Lorena mighty python wrangler. Lorena snake whisperer. You guys are the best. You know what? You know what? Maybe next year I will register.
Ooh.
Do all the stuff that I would be, approved to like python hunt, but I'll go through the whole process of having to do that, including watching the instructional videos.
Hey. I think that's a ton of content right there, young lady.
I would say so.
You may even have to get me out there to, be your backup.
Yeah, we're gonna be tag team. We're the python team. Irate Special says, I'll be your camera guy. I got a GoPro and a drone. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Now all we need is a heat camera to find out where they are.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Find out. Scott Westbrook. Yes, I will be having a meetup. It's going to be in October, and it is going to be at Universal Orlando. I'm just trying to, I'll ping you guys again. I have a couple of locations in mind, so we're going to go from there. But yes, we will definitely be having a channel meetup in October. So
super fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We'll have a great time. Let's see. Black Superwoman says, take Drunk 3PO with you. Watch him screaming like a girl. Oh, you know what? Yeah, next time y'all see Drunk on a stream, say, hey, you're going to register for the Python hunt next year. You can tell him I will register for the Python hunt. Everybody's like, great idea. Oh, Lorena creating the snake scene in Dusk Till Dawn. Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy. I do not like snakes. I'm very wary of snakes. Although when I walk around out here, I'll see little tiny garden snakes. They don't bother me. They try to run away from me. They jump.
You see those at Disney World or all the time. I mean, that's
they don't. They're not trying to get in you. You freak them out more than they freak you out.
Yep.
They do. Hey, Stunning and Brave Megatron. He says, hello. Good to see you. Good to see you. When am I coming back to SoCal? I am not sure. I was planning to come back next year, but a little something called Epic Universe may encroach on those plans because that place is going up fast. Bio Reconstruct had some pictures out, recent ones. Mount Beanpole is up already. It's up. I have to do a video actually, and I'll probably do one just for channel members to get started. But they're doing the hotel facade. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. They have like this mural tile that they're installing. And those are the two hotels that are going to be outside, like the entrance, kind of like the dockside and the surfside are now. They're going to have those two at the entrance to Epic Universe. And then there's another hotel that's actually in there. But they are trucking. I mean, stuff is going up so fast. Dueling Dragons coaster, the Universal Monsters coaster, of course, Donkey Kong coaster. There's so much that's going on. It's insane. They already have the entranceways done. They have the parking lot for the guests. Lighting is already there and it's all paved and everything there. The landscaping around the outside of the park, that is already done. So, yeah, I'll keep you guys posted, but I would not be surprised if annual pass holders get to experience Epic Universe in late 2024. But I will keep you all posted because there's lots to see. I just need it for it to get colder because it's too hot to be outside. But I've already got the spots picked out to safely record and do videos, and may do a live stream in the future. So I will let you guys know. So as always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. I hope you learned a bit about the python hunt in Florida, learn why these snakes are so invasive and why, one, certain people are licensed to deal with them, and the annual python hunt that happens. And hopefully you guys will get to enjoy a brand new show, Killing It. It's on its second year, I believe, second season. So fun to check out and watch. And I just may be having a watch party for the first episode. We'll see. I have to look at my schedule because it's nuts. And well, you know, we got to roast Ahsoka first. You turned 25 in human years today. Well, congrats, stunning and brave Megatron. Congrats, congrats, congrats. Always a blessing for another year around the sun. Let's see. Hopefully I can. I will keep you guys posted because I really do want to do Oogie Boogie Bash. If Disney IT cooperates with me next year, we'll see. We'll see. Thank you so much. Thank you. Says great show as always. Thank you so much, Vulcan Lives. And Irate Specialist says I watched the first season. It was amazing. Yeah, I gotta finish it. I've got I think I got 5 episodes left of season 1. I keep going back to watch episodes over and over again because they're so freaking funny. Oh, you muted, Culture.
I said it sounds like I need to catch up on the show. So there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh, you'll love it. It's just whole freaking hilarious. Be honest, what are you more excited about? Epic Universe or the Moana trap back water ride thingy, water feature that it's
It's a dead end.
Yeah. And not even needed.
It was a bad idea from beginning to end.
Mm-hmm.
Took out a perfectly good building.
To put that in there, and
it's gonna have like nobody doing it.
No, it's mists of water. Pretty. You know what? If you go to the Magic Kingdom and you go over by the oh my gosh, the Jungle Cruise. Okay, there are these tiki carved statues that are there that put mist and water out. That's pretty much the same thing, but done better. So I would check that out instead. But hella excited about Epic Universe. It is going up. I'm starting to take notes of the hotels that are around the area and kind of what's in that area, so you guys can plan and know the important things like where's the Chick-fil-A and where's the Publix. That is important. That's very important. I'm telling you that theme park is going to be smack in the middle of one of the best places for foot traffic ever. Are you going to see the Death Eaters again? Yes, they are bringing the Death Eaters to Diagon Alley, so that when I'm streaming during Halloween Horror Nights, again, I cannot take you in the houses, but we are going to go through the scare zones. The Death Eaters will be in Diagon Alley. So your girl is going to go down Nocturne Alley to go find them, right? Yes, I am. So that's going to be on Friday. So Friday at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern, first evening of Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando. So we're going to stream for about an hour or so, take you guys through the scare zones, drop in a Nocturne Alley. The Death Eaters, if you're outwardly Slytherin, they usually don't mess with you too much. They kind of look at you like they want to try you, but Nah, they're not going to try. They're not going to try it. Lucia's going to buy the Slytherin's brooms this year. Hey, Kiss My Grits. Good to see you too, my dear. Says Reina Creole. I think Epic will be open by end of 2024. It's going up fast. Yeah, that's what I said. So trying to plan a trip to SoCal and Epic, I got to keep eyes on both things. But yeah, it is crazy.
I think you could see it in November.
I would agree.
Yeah, based on somebody I know.
I would wholeheartedly agree. 100%. 100%. You tell them you're no Gryffindor, they don't want that smoke. Agree, at least a soft opening. Yeah, it's either a soft opening or annual pass holder.
Yeah, you're
Because
gonna have.
I think they did it for at least a week or two at Hollywood, right?
Yeah. You might end up with 6 weeks with cast previews and pass holder previews and all that. Very similar to how they did Galaxy's Edge.
Mhm.
Galaxy's Edge was a 3-week soft open with cast previews, and then they did the pass holder events and then DVC events and all the other stuff. So I imagine you'll see probably the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I cannot wait. It's let's put it this way. When people drive by it, everybody's rubbernecking to try to see what new is getting put up. But I, of course, will keep you guys informed and all in the loop about that. Also, before I forget, and actually, I'm gonna let Culture do his outro first before I continue.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to eat dinner and then go do more streaming. So, but I'm Culture Casino. This is me. I have a YouTube channel. It just made a milestone, and we have more milestones to make. My next crazy thing I said I would do comes at 15,000, which is going to challenge my masculinity.
Oh,
I'm going to be excited about it. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. And then, I mean, I've got Rumble, Odyssey, Mindscatter, and all those places. So do check me out. I've got a late show coming up tonight in about 90 minutes. So there you go.
All right. Well, of course, you have got to check out Culture Casino's channel. Subscribe to him if you are not subscribed, because you need to. Dude has so much great stuff, so much great content. One day I'll be able to put out content like Culture does as frequently,
You're a little
as
busy,
he does.
You're a little busy.
Yeah. I'm gonna be busy for about the next 20 years. And
Oh boy.
just, unfortunately, I'm like that guy in Office Space. What was it? Wachowski, the ones they send to go talk to the customers, and he's just like, engineers are bad with people. I have people skills. That's me. I have to go talk to the people who are not technical to explain to the technical people why the non-technical people don't know what the heck they're freaking doing.
I take the designs from the engineers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much that's my life. Not retired anytime soon, so I have to put this this YouTube hustle in where where I can put it. But folks, on Wednesday at about 4:30 p.m., the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store, which is going to be themed as a spooky haunted comic shop. Yes. Pass holder previews for that is going to be on Wednesday. So I am going to take you guys live through the haunted comic store, also known as the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Check out the merch that's there. Definitely check out the theming. The theming on these things are insane every year. And of course, let's see if they have any disrespectful treats, because last year the treats were not that disrespectful. So we'll see. But definitely hang out with me for that. And of course, Friday, I will be live from Universal Studios for the Halloween Horror Nights opening night. And Thursday, I may be dropping into the pro show. There's a schedule thing that I have to check out. So, but either way, please do go check out that Park Place. Your girl is featured there along with the likes of Culture and other folks and friends of Pro. So please do check out that website. Please make sure that you're following that Park Place on Twitter and subscribed to WDW Pro and that Park Place over on YouTube. So, folks, thank you guys so very much for being here. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the chat lines, all the likes, all of that. If you are watching this on the replay, thank you so very much for watching this on the replay, and we will see you next time. Bye.